There are some stories that sound small, and yet somehow they touch something in you that won't let go. This is the story of Punch, the macaque whose life began with rejection and became something far more powerful. Punch was born in a Japanese zoo, small, fragile, eyes barely open to a world he didn't yet understand. But the moment that should have been warm wasn't. His mother rejected him. No instinctive pull, no cradling arms, no protective grooming. She turned away. In the wild, rejection like that is usually a death sentence. Newborn macaques depend completely on their mothers for warmth, milk, protection, and emotional bonding. Without it, survival is measured in hours, sometimes days. Zoo staff noticed quickly. They had a choice: intervene or let nature take its course. They intervened. Punch was placed in an incubator. No fur to cling to, no heartbeat to rest against, no maternal scent to recognize, just sterile walls and human hands. Caretakers fed him formula through tiny bottles. They wrapped him in soft cloths to simulate contact. They rotated shifts to keep him warm through the night. But here's what many don't understand about primates. It's not just about food, it's about touch. Macaques, like humans, need attachment to develop properly. Without it, they can suffer long-term behavioral and emotional difficulties, anxiety, isolation, aggression. Punch was at risk of growing up without knowing what comfort felt like. So the zoo did something creative. They introduced him to a surrogate. Sometimes another nursing macaque, sometimes a specially prepared soft surrogate structure designed to mimic maternal contact. At first, he didn't understand. He reached out hesitantly. Then he clung. That moment changed everything, because clinging is not weakness in a baby macaque, it is survival. As Punch grew, something became clear. He was unusually expressive. His face, wide-eyed, almost permanently curious, seemed to hold questions. Visitors noticed him. Caretakers grew attached. He had begun life as the one no one wanted. Now he was the one everyone watched. But this is where the story gets deeper. Animals rejected at birth often carry invisible scars. They may struggle with social integration. They may over-attach to caregivers. They may hesitate in dominance hierarchies. Zoo behaviorists monitored Punch closely. Would he bond normally? Would he learn troop dynamics? Would he become isolated? For a while, he stayed cautious around other macaques, watching, calculating, waiting. But slowly, almost quietly, he began to integrate. Small grooming sessions, shared food, tentative play. He was learning what his first moments had denied him. On the surface, it's just an animal survival story, but beneath that, it touches something universal: rejection, abandonment, the fear of not being wanted. Punch's life became symbolic, not because he performed tricks or became famous, but because he survived the very first wound, the primal one, to be born and not embraced. There's another layer to this story. Zoos operate in controlled ecosystems. Breeding programs are carefully managed. Rejection can happen for many reasons: stress, inexperience, environmental factors. But every intervention raises ethical questions. Are humans saving nature or reshaping it? Punch lived because humans stepped in. In the wild, he would not have. Is that compassion or interference? For Punch, it meant life. But for the broader conversation, it's complicated. As he matured, Punch developed a playful, sometimes mischievous personality. He became confident, agile, curious. The baby who once needed an incubator was now climbing structures effortlessly. He formed bonds. He groomed others. He belonged. And perhaps that's why his story resonates, because it proves something quiet but powerful. Attachment can be rebuilt. Belonging can be learned.
even after rejection. Why Punch became symbolic. Stories about animals often go viral for cuteness. Punch's story spread for a different reason. It wasn't about tricks, it was about resilience. It was about the smallest life being given a second chance. People saw themselves in him. The child not chosen first, the student overlooked, the partner left behind. And yet, still here, still climbing, still adapting. The emotional core. The image that lingers isn't dramatic, it's simple. A tiny newborn macaque alone, then human hands, then soft cloth, then tentative clinging, then survival. There's no villain here, not even the mother. Rejection in animals is instinctive, not cruel. And maybe that makes it even harder, because sometimes pain isn't intentional, it just is. Punch didn't become a revolutionary figure. He didn't escape into the wild. He didn't become a viral internet celebrity. He did something far more meaningful. He grew. He integrated. He survived. And sometimes survival is the most powerful story of all.